name's Joel. I'm part of the Opotiki St John team. Welcome to the dedication of the house shuttle this morning. Just a couple of little housekeeping bits. There's toilets inside. They're sort of in the middle of this whole bit here, so walk through if you need it. You don't need to ask me for permission. Also, if there's a fire, let the place burn down and then ring the fire brigade. Insurance is good. And eventually, if there is a fire, head that way. If there's a tsunami, scream and run that way.
Thank you, Joel. Kia ora koutou katoa. So, my name's Doug Leader, and I'm the chair of the Bay of Plenty Regional Council. So, firstly, could I acknowledge Tiriaki, our whakatoa kaumātua, and Joel, in terms of being the manager of Opotiki St John here. But I also acknowledge all those permanent St John personnel who provide an amazing service for the Eastern Bay here and on a national scene anyway, and I understand all the challenges. We all hear about the challenges St John's got, but I also acknowledge all those volunteers who provide a service. And the fundraising committee in terms of the facility we're going to have a blessing here today. So essentially it's a while ago now, but what we refer to as the 1920 budget round for the Bay of Plenty Regional Council, we received an application from St John to see if we could contribute towards this shuttle service in terms of getting people to health needs. As we all know, the Eastern Bay of Plenty is not well blessed in terms of public transport and opportunities for people with medical conditions and in recuperation to get from entities here, whether it's the health centre here in Opotiki, to Whakatane or to Tauranga. So we were approached on the basis of an initiative from Opotiki and Kawerau in terms of could the regional council help. So given the state of those communities, you know, and we don't have a high affluent level in the Eastern Bay of Plenty here. Some people don't even have transport. As I said, public transport at times, even though we provide that, is not always suitable. So we gave it serious consideration as the Regional Council, and whilst funding this sort of activity is not what you refer to as our core business, because we're about environmental, the turning point in terms of this initiative was the volunteers. Because across the motu, in terms of what we do in environmental aspects, we really appreciate the effort. That's the unpaid effort and the thousands of man hours that go into work that volunteers provided. So what we decided as the Regional Council is between Opotiki and Kawerau, we would provide a sum of $95,000 to ensure that this facility was able to operate between the two entities.
As Joel said, I'm involved I work for St John in a national capacity as the community care manager. And look, I just thought I'd start by giving you some context of house shuttles for St John. So for us, our house shuttle started about 25 years ago, and there's some controversy around it in St John, as there always is. Back then there was two regions, so between Hamilton and Fielding they both argue over who was the first service to start, so it's still sort of never really been resolved. So that was about 25 years ago, and since then we now throughout New Zealand have 45 services. We have over 700 volunteers, and just to give you some context, since 1 July this year we've done 9,000 client trips, we've helped 2,930 people, clients, transported, and our volunteers, we've done nearly 10,000 hours our volunteers have given since the 1st of July this year, helping people in our communities.
My name's Phil Carl.
Oh, Phil, sorry.
I'm the General Manager of Eastpac, and we're very proud to be a sponsor of St John's, and I want to talk a little bit about Eastpac, but more about the relationship with St John. So Eastpac is the largest post-harvest business in New Zealand, so looking after the kiwi fruit from the grower to the zespri. We've been established here at the Opotiki for a long time. Originally Opotiki fruit growers, 1984 I believe at the Stony Creek site, and then 1986 it turned to Eastpac. So Eastpac name's been in the community for a long time. And we're a key part of the community here. So why does Eastpac align itself with St John? like most corporates, we have a series of values. Our values align exactly with what St John's values are, and it's a real easy fit. It's very easy for us to commit our dollars to the St John's cause.
So our next quick address is going to be from the station manager here for the operational ambulance side of St John, and that's going to be my work wife, Rosalie.
Feel sorry for me, everybody. I do this one all the time. I can tell them what to do sometimes. I'm Rose. I'm station manager here in Portakey, and this is just really quick. I just want to acknowledge all the hard work that the area committee and the team have put into bringing the service into Portakey. It's definitely going to help service this area, and also I believe the extended area around us, and help for better health outcomes for our community. And I would just like to welcome all you wonderful volunteers to our St John whānau. It's really cool to see you all out here in your uniforms today, and I look forward to seeing you around and spending some time with you and working together with you, and that's a welcome extended from my operational team as well. So thank you for your time, and thanks guys for all this hard work.
They say it will fit 2 wheelchairs side by side, but it doesn't. Man behind you with the camera.